It's hard to believe that in 1996, Marvel Comics declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy, since they're absolutely owning things nowadays, literally and figuratively. I'm Antonio Ache, and this is Comro. It's accurate as hell to say that since the late 90s, Marvel as a company has made a major glow up. They went from declaring bankruptcy and selling off the major rights to most of their properties to buying up whole other studios. Yo, I swear, that Disney money hit different. The latest title that Disney got back was rented out to Netflix in 2014 and began the streaming service's first connected universe. That's right, without Daredevil, the only other connected stuff to start on Netflix would have been those corny little Christmas movies. And they don't really pay out year round, so... With the recent reacquisition of Daredevil to Disney, the internet began the Save Daredevil petition, in hopes that arguably the best Marvel show might be able to bring its title character into the Disney Plus fold. There are few who would disagree that Daredevil was the best of the Defenderverse that Netflix created. I mean, their first season was gritty and masterfully kept eyes glued to the screen without a single sex scene, and that's saying something for 2015. I'm all for the thought that Daredevil could be brought into the MCU, but my question is, how? We are currently rumored to see Matt Murdock pop up in the next Spiderman movie because, I don't know, there's not enough names floating around that one already. It would be easy enough to throw him back in the courtroom, defending the newly outed Peter Parker from the government and their latest face supporting the Sokovia Accords, or just general vigilantism. Or for the supposed murder of Mysterio. For the record though, we at Comrom are certain that he's still alive and possibly posed to pop up in the MCU's Sinister Six. So when it happens, remember, you heard it here first. And if you think we're wrong, prove it in the comments. The next option for where Daredevil could show his horns is in the upcoming Ms. Marvel show. Now, if you're familiar with our videos and our stance on the different street-level Marvel characters, then you know we haven't exactly drank the Kool-Aid that has everyone else so convinced at how awesome Ms. Marvel is. That being said, Matt, or Daredevil, or both, could pop up as a cameo or as a reoccurring character, because I assume that show will need some help. Insert joke here about success for that show being a stretch, so I can hate myself for both dad jokes and for Ms. Marvel being the reason that I told them. Now on to my favorite option on this list, SheHulk. I know there are a bunch of He-Man woman haters out there who despise the idea that she is getting a show because they think that this is a part of some worldwide agenda for women to remove men from media, but that's not what this is.
Dear Darla, I hate your stinking guts.
Mainly because that's not a thing, but also because she is actually an interesting and complicated character, and she's been around for almost 40 years now. She's a talented lawyer, so they could lean into that as the reason that she and Matt first cross paths before their alter egos inevitably clash and then cooperate. You know, have them start on opposite sides of the courtroom before merging on the other side of the law. They could even have a relationship, since he's apparently irresistible and he's also the closest we get to any of her relationships from the comics. Except maybe Luke Cage. But we don't know if he's coming back yet, so... Yo, I can see it already. The episode where she first meets him could be called, like, Grab Life by the Horns. Yo, how do I not write for Marvel or DC yet? I am a treasure trove of nerdy gems. Either way, these are all just speculation at this point. Except the Mysterio thing, I'm claiming that as canon. And we have a ways to go before we find out which of my ingenious ideas they use, because none of the shows or movies that we've talked about are set to release until, like, December of this year, and that's only with fingers crossed that there are no setbacks on the count of the vid.
That's right, I had the vid. The vid-19 was in my system.
If you dug this video, give it a like. And if you have your own theories on how Charlie Cox can once again don the dark red, go ahead and leave us a comment about it. And if somehow you still haven't yet, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any more of our Hell's Kitchen coverage. So until we see our Crimson Kickboxer finally join the Jade Giantess or whoever in Disney Plus, I've been Antonio Ache, and this has been Comrom, where we do nerd reviews with the occasional booze.